So imagine this. You are starting to plan your baby registry. You're on the Amazon registry website. You're on the Target or Bye Bye Baby or wherever you're planning to do your baby registry. And you are just looking at all of these products and feeling so overwhelmed. You may not even have to imagine it. That may be something that actually happened to you. So, true story. I registered for all of the things. The two things I really, for some reason, thought that I needed a lot of were baby washcloths and shampoo, baby shampoo. I don't know. I thought my baby's going to have a lot of hair. I'm going to need shampoo and from now until the end of time. So, spoiler alert, we still have all of those baby washcloths, but I had to donate half of them because I registered for so many that I really didn't even need them. So I don't want this to happen to you. Hi, I'm Jensine Casey. I am a pediatric sleep consultant, and if your child is keeping you awake or you're expecting a child, you are in the right place. So today we are going to talk about the 5 things you need for your registry. Out of all of the millions of products out there, it can be so hard to know before your baby arrives what you're actually going to use, what you're actually going to need, what they're going to like, what you're going to like. So it is a little bit of trial and error. But these 5 things are going to make your life so much easier that at least you know you have the basics, and then all the other stuff can kind of be like fluff or icing on the cake. So the first thing that you need are swaddles. Babies sleep well when swaddled. Think about where your baby is before they are born. They are in the womb. It is tight. It is compact. You can feel every time they try to stretch out. They're used to being in this small, confined space, and they feel safer when that small space can be replicated out in the big world because everything is so big and wide and expansive, and they're just not used to that. So investing in a couple of swaddles is going to be really important. So you might want to try a couple of different brands of swaddles. Swaddle Me, Halo, Love to Dream are some of my favorites. But I don't want you to go for the super expensive, like you buy one gold standard of swaddles, because then you're only going to have that one special swaddle. And if and when your baby blows out or spits up on it, you're done. The sleep is gone for the rest of the night. So I want you to buy the swaddle that you were able to have many of them. Register for a couple of them. Register for ones that have like a 2-pack and a 3-pack, just so you have other options. So perfect. Swaddles are on the list. Check. 2, Hatch Light. I cannot say enough good things about the Hatch. And this is a purchase that, yes, you're going to use it right when your baby is born, but you're also going to be able to use it for years and years to come. And I have a couple of different other videos that talk about the Hatch Light and why I love it so much for toddlers to help with their early wakings and preschoolers. So the Hatch Light is definitely something that you're going to want on your registry list. There's a couple of different versions of the Hatch Light, but they all have an app that you can use from your phone. So before you enter baby's room, you're able to turn the light up a little brighter, turn the sound machine on. Maybe you're going to be doing a home project while baby naps and it's going to be a little bit louder. You can bump up that sound machine remotely without ever having to walk into their room. So I love the app feature of it that you can do things remotely. If I need my boys to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning, I'm able to adjust the time that their clock changes for them to wake up earlier, and then they know they can come out of bed. So it's such an amazing feature, but the light is always there. Everything else is the same, but they don't notice if the time is a little bit different and they wake up 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later. So 3, the next big thing you're going to need is a crib. But I want you to think long and hard about this crib because I'm going to recommend that you get a crib where one side is taller than the other. There's a very specific reason for this. So it's not just like aesthetically having a headboard side of the crib looks better. No, it's for way down the road if and when your child decides to try to climb out of the crib. What you're going to be able to do is turn that baby around and have the higher side facing out towards the room so your child is not able to throw that leg up and over to get out of the crib. And that's going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of sleepless nights when they're older, because you're going to have a way to keep them safe and contained in their crib so they can get back to being a great sleeper. So Yes, maybe the crib of your dreams has two flat sides that are the same, but I would definitely want you to think about that for down the road if your child decides to climb out of the crib. And that's something that you can never know before they're born or before they're about 18 months old and motorically they're at that place. So just definitely something to think about as you're crib shopping. So 4, blackout curtains, but times 2. This is a big thing to have on your registry because depending on the blackout curtains that you buy, they could be a little bit more on the expensive side, but having someone else buy it for you totally makes it worth it. And the reason that I said times 2 is because you're going to want to set for the baby's nursery that you're setting up, but you're also going to want to set for your own room. Because when baby comes home, most likely they're going to be sleeping in a bassinet at your bedside. So you're going to want that room nice and dark too. And then once they're a little bit older and you decide to transition them to their own room, that blackout set of shades is already up. It's already ready. So you don't have to do anything additional. You don't have to move shades from one room to another. Everything is already done. And then you might find that you are sleeping so much better with the blackout shades that you've kept in your room. So definitely a win-win there. Make sure you have 2 sets of those blackout shades. And notice I said blackout shades, not blackout curtains. And the 5th and final thing you're going to need is a bassinet attachment for a stroller. So a lot of car seats and strollers will come in a travel system. So that way you can have the car seat and you can pop it into the car. And then once you get to your location, you can take them out of the car and just pop them right into the stroller. That's amazing. I love that. But what if you just want to go for a walk and take your baby out for them to fall asleep? What if you need an extra place to put them down so they're safe while they're sleeping? I love the bassinet attachments for the strollers because if your baby falls asleep on a walk, you don't have to disturb them when they come home. You can just pop the bassinet out, bring it into your house, and they can continue to sleep. However, that cannot happen in a car seat because the incline of a child in a car seat and in a car seat in the car and in a car seat on the floor are different. It's not safe to leave your baby sleeping in the car seat. But the bassinet, the bassinet, they are laying flat. They are safe. It is perfectly fine to move them from the moving stroller into the house and let them remain sleeping. So this saves a lot of headache, a lot of heartache, a lot of babies waking up because babies don't necessarily transfer very well from the cozy car seat where they were sleeping into the house, into a crib or bassinet. That can be a very rocky transition. So having the bassinet attachment for any time you go for walks or are out, out and about, that you can easily transfer them back into the car seat is going to make your life so much easier. So maybe you still do get a travel system, but I would look for a stroller that can also have the bassinet attachment and just have that extra, because it's always nice to have an extra place so your child can safely be that is designed, tested, safe for newborn sleep. So those are the big 5 items that you want to put on your registry. No matter where you're registering, those items should be available. If you have any questions about any of those items, pop them in the comments. Make sure if you liked this video, you stay around and watch some of the other ones because I am here to help you all get more sleep. See you next time.